Okay, so it is week 10, trying to get my camera adjusted here. So this is content week, and so just kind of make sure that you're going to share the research that you're planning on using in your research paper on your particular topic. And one thing I'll advise students is to, again, sort of narrow down your topic, and you've heard this if you've watched the research presentation, which you should have done certainly by now, is to make sure that you have a very narrow topic. That is something that you won't get snowballed when you go to research it. So for instance, if I go to Academic Search Complete and I type in euthanasia, for instance, I'm going to have all sorts of different hits, probably thousands of them, different ones from different countries, those in different languages, certainly those well beyond the 3 to 5 years. So make sure that your research is narrow and is recent, and also that is relevant as well. I know some of you are still reluctant for whatever reason to go to a library website and use the search engines there for the academic articles. And in APA style, that's kind of a big deal. You should be going mostly to peer-reviewed research now. In other words, somebody has submitted and other people have read it, and they agreed that is something that is correct, basically, or at least open for debate. And so in peer review, what normally happens is I would send in an article, for instance, let's say I'm a doctor, and 4 other people will get this article who are also doctors in whatever field that they're experts in, and they will try to replicate those results. And if they can't, then it doesn't get published. And if they can, it does most of the time, and they might have to change some things about it. But if you're just Googling stuff, then it's not really going to work that well, and you'll see that my demands for research, especially in APA style, will strengthen significantly for papers 3 and papers 4. So if you're going to www.somethingblogspot.com, the site, that's not going to count towards your source. And so you'll see that your research, which is a significant part of your grade, will slide down that scale really quickly. And so just kind of keep an eye on the research. So again, this is content week. By now, if you haven't already, you should have watched the research paper presentation. Remember that it's not argument, okay? That's the final paper. And for some of you, I keep having to say that over and over again. But make sure it's research just the facts. Here's the situation, and this is what we know about it. Go off and make your own decisions, basically. And so keep in mind, it also has to be about medicine or science, somewhere in those fields. And there's a whole bunch of different topics that are out there, both in your reader and beyond. And so pick a topic, pick a narrow topic, and then of course treat this week like any other content week, and then next week of course your paper will be due, and it's in APA style too, so make sure you watch that presentation as well. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.